Okay, so quick weekend job I've got on at the moment. Now that I've added 3 times as much power, it's probably more sensible to upgrade the brakes. So I've got the obviously standard IS200, IS300. These front brakes are also the same as JZX100 Turbo. The rear brakes are sort of not unique, but IS300, IS200, Alteza, etc, etc. JZX110 I believe are the same. So they're a single piston caliper at the back, 300 and something odd rotor with an internal handbrake. The front are a twin piston caliper and a 300 or 297mm rotor, something along that effect. So what I've got here is RDA 748Ds. RDA probably is the cheaper option rather than Dexiel, Project Mu or DBA. It's not a race car, just a street car. I've just got some good HPX friction material pads. So these are a 550 odd degree rated pad. So those are the part numbers there. So we've got the fronts and the rears. So HPX, they're in their performance range, but they're not in the I'm gonna chew your rotor out and have absolutely horrible cold coefficient bite. They're a good street pad. You can take them on a couple of track days and they're not gonna lay over. Like a typical OEM pad is rated to about under 400 degrees. Project Mu NS400 or something, hence the name. They're only rated to 400 degrees, so these are a step up from that, and about half to 1/3 the price. So to give you an example, these QFM pads, I paid $55, so $55 an end. Project Mu pads are in the 120, 130. I mean, even a Bendix standard general pad is in the $80 range, depending on where you go. I mean, this was a trade price, of course, but they're not that dear anyway. So RDA rotors are under 200 bucks for a pair. So all up, this whole brake kit with some good fluid, some Super Dot 4 fluid, you're probably looking at under $350 to do a brake upgrade to an IS200. So I'm going to get ahead, get along and get moving on it. So basically we're going to be replacing the front rotors, front pads. I'm going to be painting the calipers as well, and replacing just the rear pads. The rear rotors are well within check. The front rotors are a bit average. You can see there's a fair amount of gouging, if you'd like to call it. There's a bit of a lip on the rotors and stuff, so you know, for the sake of, you know, the $200 for a new set of rotors, and front rotors are a piece of piss to replace anyway. So there are plenty of videos online about how to do that. I'm not going to go into a full detail video on how to replace front rotors. There are lots and lots of videos. I might do it at one stage, but it's not going to be this video. This video is just an update of what I'm doing, and a good street sort of budget upgrade for for IS200.